Alright, so this is the map Parkour Frenzy, and we're just gonna go through a quick tutorial because it looks, because it's pretty difficult, and I imagine lots of people will have struggles, so let's just get to it. The first part, I'll try to go through in one run, but I'll probably have to respawn. First part is just a simple pole run, and my personal thing is to jump dive to this right side. I found the right side is easier than the left, but it's probably similar. But anyway, all you have to do is a little neo jump around here. So you can do one right like that. You don't have to fully land, that's a bit more difficult. But as long as you hit the checkpoint, it's good. So for the bouncy squares, you're going to want to stand at the back of the ramp and build up your momentum. On your first bounce in the middle of the square, don't press jump, and for your second bounce to get that super jump, you're going to want to press jump button, A on controller, X on PlayStation, and space for keyboard, I believe. Just press jump on that edge bounce, but don't press it in the middle. So right here in the middle of the purple square is where you're going to want to hit after your first jump off the ramp. And then for that super jump, you're going to want to bounce off the edge of the square right here. So anywhere along here is good. Just make sure that momentum carries you to the edge. And if you get your distancing down, you will be able to complete this super jump consistently. I can get it pretty consistent right now. Okay, I just missed it right there. But yeah, just make sure you don't press jump in the middle. And press jump the second time, there we go. And you'll land on the big square. If you use the regular momentum, as you can see, you're never going to make that jump. You have to use the super jump. Even with a bit of momentum plus the super jump, you're not making it. So just make sure you use that super jump and you'll be good to go. So after you do get onto this middle square, I'll show you what you have to do to get to the third square. It's the same amount of spacing, so you will have to complete a second super jump. So after you get this first one, you're landing in the middle. And then my recommendation is to stand at the middle in the back. You're going to want to hold forward on your analog stick, bounce once in the middle of the purple square, and then get that edge boost. As you can see, the distancing is the same, and you are at a bit of a higher elevation in the middle, but it still doesn't matter because you still have to complete the super jump. So as you see here, I'm bouncing in the back middle, holding analog forward. Okay, I missed it. Bounce once in the middle, and then make sure you're pressing your jump button for that second bounce to get that super jump. This one I recommend standing at the back, hitting middle, hitting the edge. So you start at the back, use momentum, hit middle, hit back, and boom. I've made this jump really easy so that you can get that checkpoint because that's the most difficult part of the map. So just make sure if you jump off of this, you might ragdoll. Like see right there, I ragdolled. If you don't want to ragdoll, right before you hit it, just dive. It gives you a guaranteed safe landing. Now for the hammers, there's a super boost you can do where you jump, then you get hit by the hammer. If you don't ragdoll like I just did. It's not a new mechanic, this one, but so there you see I got it, and then I also got hit by the second hammer. You jump on top of the cylinder, then get hit by the bouncy donut, and you fly up here with the Yeetus. So that was a very clean run right there, and a very short clip of how to properly complete that portion of the map. So we're down here. The first row of hammers, you can use it for speed running. And if you actually use the hammers properly, as you jump, it'll give you a super boost. So I did it pretty perfectly right there. I just didn't get the right direction that I wanted.
but these hammers are way easier to use. Just make sure you will ragdoll if you, so if I come back on the hammers, you'll ragdoll. So like if I'm running at the hammers, I'll ragdoll. But if I'm going in the same direction as the hammers, I won't ragdoll. I'll show you what I mean here. So you're just gonna come up to the hammer, be right on the edge of it, and if I'm taking the momentum with me, I won't ragdoll, I'll be able to jump at the end of the ramp. So that makes this part a ton easier. You easily make this jump every single time. The first row of hammers is kind of a distraction. Don't really even need to use them. And if you saw what I just did there, again, you're just going to want to jump on the back side of one of those donuts, and then it will launch you all the way to this yellow square. Back side. Hopefully you don't ragdoll like that. Back side of it allows you to get another dive, and you dive onto the yellow square. Now for this one, if you look up, you're going to want to need to go on top of this platform. It's quite a bit higher than where you start from. So you're going to want to take this mostly vertical. Some of the hammers have different spacings. As you see, this one is right in front. But if you come to this one, it's a little off to the right, and even more so on this one. So you can use whatever one you want. My personal favorite is this one. Just 3 over. You're going to want to take it mostly vertical. And so almost like that, just a little more vertical. And just like that, you can get it. For speedrunning purposes, I put the checkpoint over here, so you don't waste time getting a checkpoint. But for this last little bit, I've made it fairly easy. You just want to take that fan, hold forward on your analog stick the entire time, or you won't make it. I don't think you'll make it. Let's check. Okay, you will make it. I lied. You don't have to hold analog. But anyway, just take that fan. It will basically lead you there. Make sure you dive, or I don't believe you can make it. Come up here. Make sure you have your camera angle like here so you can kind of see. If you have your camera angle like this, you're just invisible. You have no idea where you're going. But you're going to want to dive onto the edge of this fan. I recommend diving on the side like I am right here, where you can move. Jump as soon as you hit the fan, and dive right on here. Now this tower ending, I gave it kind of a tower vibe, taking inspiration from Tower Fall, or whatever that featured map is right now. But yeah, I took a little bit of inspiration from that in this map here. For this one, there's different advantages. So just like the other ones, you land here, jump up. You don't even need to land on this one, but it was made for that. So you just want to jump up here, come up here. Don't do what I just did and fall off. Come up here. And this one also has the wall, so that's a disadvantage. And then the other disadvantage, this one has 2 disadvantages and no benefits. When you jump, you have to land on the roof. The benefit is that there's no wall to bounce you and ragdoll you in the air. So let's try that jump again. I didn't make it. So on this one, as you can see, it has all the same exact stuff. There's no changes in the parkour. It also has the wall. And then you also have to jump on the fan. For this one, you also have to use the technique of going on the roof. I call it the roof, but it's really just the top of the tower. Dive onto the top of the tower, and you're up. But another thing you can do is just jump. Another thing you can do is just jump straight into the finish line. So I hit my head on the finish line, but it counts as you making it. And then same thing with this one, you can do the same technique, which you can't do on the left side. So I'll show you quickly here. You can jump. You can land on the roof, which is safe, and then get the checkpoint and finish the map. What you can do in this one, hold on here, is just straight up go. You don't have to waste time on the roof part, or running on the little edge of the tower. So that's the benefits, that's the pros and cons of the tower part. They're slightly different on each side. This one has 2 blocks guarding the skip. The right one only has 1, and the left one has 0. But you have to use the roof. If I use the fan here, I can't actually make that jump. You have to use the little roof part to make it. And personally, I would say the left side is the most difficult. So I wouldn't choose the left side. I'd definitely choose, personally for me, I like to choose the right side, because this skip is the easiest. Okay, don't ragdoll here. This skip is what I'm talking about. Man. Okay. You just have to jump, come up here. That would give you the finish. It's not giving it to me right now, obviously, because I'm in the creative setting. But in an actual game, it would, if you smack your head on the finish line, it does complete the map for you. So that's the map. Here's a quick overall view of it. I'll go start to finish. So yeah, that's a nice little shot. No, I fell all the way. Okay, we are stuck right now. I'm looking for some speed runs on this mode. I've made it for speed running, and I'd be very interested to see submissions, and just at me on TikTok or make a YouTube video, a short on it. I'll respond and I'll look at submissions. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.